Hi everyone, welcome to Hue at Home. We are on location today with Winnipeg's contemporary dancers. They end their season with Signals to Segue, an original work created by the artistic director herself, Jolene Bailie. All shows are right here at the Rachel Brown Theatre. They begin May 2nd and run right through until May 5th. But first, let's find out what it means to be a Winnipeg's contemporary dancer.
Hi, I'm Caroline Bourne, and I'm a dancer with Winnipeg's Contemporary Dancers. Dancing with this company is something when I was in school that I hoped to do and wanted since I was younger. So yeah, it feels like a milestone to work with the company. There's always a feeling of like mourning it before it's over because it's very quick, and once it's done, it's done. Dance is so ephemeral, so once you do the show, that's it, you know. So there's always a tension between the ecstasy of getting ready to do it and knowing that that's it. So yeah, it somehow gets harder as I age, yeah. Dance, has been something I've loved since I was about 8. You know, I'm 34 now, so it's a lifelong passion, and I can't imagine not doing it. So that's, I feel really lucky to found a vocation that I love, yeah.
I'm Warren McClelland, and I'm a dancer with Winnipeg's Contemporary Dancers. Going from the school through the School of Contemporary Dancers and then working with the company has been such a great dream ever since starting the program. So then being able to dance with the company for so many years right after graduation, and then to come back again with Jolene, it feels so great to be able to work with such a great company. Working with Jolene's great. I love her process where she comes in and she'll build little bits and pieces of it at a time of a dance, and then as we come closer to showtime, it kind of all just comes together like that, and all of a sudden we have a show and it just feels so cohesive. It's great. Dance has given me so much, everything from like physical health, mental health. It brings so much joy to be in a room with a bunch of creative people sharing that space and having those ups and downs every day, and being able to live that through with like my second family, basically.
Welcome back. Once again, we're in the home of Winnipeg's Contemporary Dancers, and I have the lady herself, Jolene Bailie. Jolene, first of all, congratulations. Season 59. Next year is going to be even more incredible. But this work, Signals to Segue, what does the title all mean?
Well, I think the idea of signaling in our everyday life is really important. The signals we give and the signals we receive and the signals we respond to, in an essence, really describe who we are. Like that's, what we feel like doing, what we feel like not doing, what people say to us, and then how we respond to them. Those things leave a trace on us that then encouraged us to find a segue to somewhere else. So I think just in life, we are always having to make those decisions, like, are we going to signal or are we going to segue? And how do those signals feel? And then at the end, like when we go through a journey, whether it's the dance or life or just a day in our lives, like they change. Like those things don't just go through us, like they become part of us. And those signals we receive all day or over years, they become like who we may develop into. So I think it's really important, because those decisions of like, am I going to send a signal or receive a signal or respond or not respond, in the end, like that's who we are. Like our decisions like really are a good like summary of innately who we develop as people.
My goodness, it's like 20 years now that you have been creating full-length dances. So I'm doing the math. Go back to 2004 when you did your first creation. Do you still remember it?
Yes, I do actually. And I started a little bit before then. It's a little bit over 20 years. So yes, I do. And it is kind of like really magical and surprising and unbelievable that I've been able to do this every year. I'm really grateful. I'm really thankful. It is really who I am. Like I think, we create these works that are deeply personal to us, but could mean something different to the viewer, each of the dancers. And year after year, like as an artist, you're turning yourself inside out, and you're hanging your laundry, and you're having to have the strength and courage to be, extremely vulnerable in putting these deeply personal ideas out there. But as we do that, we learn more about society, life, how we feel about it, who we are as a person. So it's not really just about creating a show for the enjoyment of the public. I think in contemporary dance, like most creators are creating from the inside out. So it is really pouring your heart, soul, sort of sharing these things that maybe you don't even share with people you're very close to, and then you put on the stage. Like it is pretty wild, but also, incredibly, guiding as you live through your life. And I think people who work in contemporary art are always sort of facing those deep personal things and then sharing them. And that's the beautiful thing about art, is that it's so reflective. Like, if we're feeling one thing, probably a lot of other people are feeling something similar, or could see and experience themselves reflected in these ideas of today.
No, I think what I love about your choreography is that it's accessible. I mean, you don't have to kind of sit there and think. You can just enjoy. Let's talk about the dancers. How do you choose your dancers for your works?
Okay, well, I teach company class every morning for most of the year. I teach most of the classes. So dancers in the community have like real access if they want to connect with WCD, maybe have an interest in working with me. Our company classes for the majority of the year are open. So advanced professional level dancers can come take class, they can come connect, they can come see if maybe this is something they're also interested in doing. So it's not so much as, me selecting dancers. We like to also have the dancers have a little bit of agency, like, do they want to work for WCD? Do they want to be, in a new work by me? So we kind of have a two-way street here, which is really important. And then also some dancers come in through the Emerging Artists Initiative, like they might do a year or two in that program and then connect with me and then want to continue on with WCD. Some of the dancers here have been dancing with me since before I came to WCD, in my previous company, Gear Shifting Performance Works. So really, because my work, we work with local Winnipeg-based dancers. We hope people who want to dance with me and dance with WCD there's lots of connecting points and meeting points. The most natural one is coming through class or coming through maybe connecting, dancing in my work in another opportunity. So we like to have that sort of entryway. Like, it's not just me inviting people. It's like, oh, well, if you want to dance with WCD and dance maybe in my work or a guest artist work, the best way to do that is to come to class and, hang out with us, dance with us, join our dance family. Yeah.
You make it sound so simple. It's not like going through the whole audition and nerves and everything like that. And again, that's what makes this company so likable. And you have been involved with dance for so many years, over the decades. Has the dancer changed at all, or are they the same?
I think every dancer is very different, and every project is very, very different. There is a certain, it's the magic of synergy. Like, some people connect better, some people don't connect so well, some people are ready to dive in, some people need a little bit of coaxing. So I think every dancer is different, and every project is different, and maybe asks something different of the dancers. So I think that's another thing that's sort of beautiful about project work and contemporary dance, is that you're really opening the project with a fresh slate. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's really beautiful. I think every dancer brings something different to the work, and the work is really dependent on who's in the room, who's in the mood to try something new. Like, we're always experimenting. Every day is a little bit different. I mean, some dancers are ready to just jump into every idea, and some dancers are, that idea might not suit them well. So yeah, we like to kind of be as have a little bit of a democratic process here, which you need when you're doing a collaborative work. So I guess not a little bit, a lot. So yeah, it's a lot of, what people put in is what ends up being in the dance. So yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. And as you sit back now, it's the end of the season. Your thoughts and comments on season 59, and what can we expect in season 60?
Well, I think season 59 has been great because we brought 2 full-length brand new works to WCD, both of them featuring all local teams, which is like a dream of me being a Winnipegger who grew up in dance here, started my career here. So I think these opportunities for local creative teams are really important. And then we had one guest show in that was about the climate change and climate disasters and how we're going to deal with that. So I think the relevancy of the work and the work of the here and now, like even the work we brought in was a brand new work, right? It was just coming across Canada for the first time. So that's something I'm really proud of, the new creation and the relevancy of today. And then season 60, I'm super excited about. We're hoping to announce the season soon. There will be a combination of new creation and looking back. And we're hoping to celebrate our founder, Rachel Brown. And and continue with these spectacular dancers we have now. And hopefully there'll be some new ones joining us.
Well, it's always a pleasure, seeing you. And I just want to say on a personal note, I'm so proud on how you've grown and how you've become a leader, and you will always be a creator. And you're one of Winnipeg's treasures. Thank you, Jolene.
Thank you so much.
Okay, folks, you have to support Winnipeg's Contemporary Dancers. It is their season closer. It starts May 2nd and runs right through until May 5th. Right here at the Rachel Brown Theatre. For more information, you can go to the website, and that's winnipegscontemporarydancers.ca. That's a wrap for Hue at Home. We'll see you next time, right here on Hue.